Okay, so this is our second battle for Kyiv there. Now, the Compellants have done something pretty cool. What they've done is they lost, they withdrew from that first city, if you remember that first battle. But what they have done now is they've got 6,000 BV, and it's Matthew again here, playing the Compellants. And they've got, what they got? They got an Awesome, a Goliath, Archer, and not a Grasshopper, what's that thing? Catapult. And they're up against two of my archers, a Wasp and a Stinger. Now he's got 6,000 BV, and I've only got 4,000 BV. But my job here is just to protect that dropship for 10 turns, and then it can blast off. So he's got 2,000 more BV than I do. All the pilots are 4-5 pilots, except for the Wasp pilot is a 4-3. His gunnery's still 4, but the piloting is 3. He's normally 400 points, put him up to 500 points. So we'll see how this happens here. I love BattleTech, as you can tell, 2 archers and a Wasp and a Stinger and stuff, but can 4,000 BV hold out against 6,000 BV? I got 2 heavies and 2 lights versus 2 heavies and 2 assaults. And we'll see if the, what do you call that thing, the dropship, it's just a standard Union-class dropship that we're using right there. All the stats and stuff, and all the what page is all the rules on?
Rules are on 250 and 251.
Yeah, all the rules that we're using, page 250, 251 in the standard book. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Okay, turn 1. The archer stayed in the woods there. The Wasp and the Stinger moved up. They're jumping up into the city. The assault and heavies, the Compellants, are moving up. The Goliath fired a PPC and 2 LRMs at the Stinger there. Luckily he missed. And then my archers did indirect fire on that Awesome over there. And they're using the dropship as a spotter. Luckily it's level 10, so we can see everything. No trouble. And yeah, I missed with 80 LRMs. So that sucked. But that's how it's looking so far. We got another big BattleTech game going on over there. I think it's House Steiner versus the Cretans. Anyway. Okay, second turn. Some, not just firing, but some actual damage getting exchanged here. So they're closing in. The compelling 2 heavies, 2 assaults are closing in. Now all my mechs concentrated on his Goliath there, and I jumped the Wasp and the Stinger to fire at him. He fired with a lot at my 2 lights there. Luckily he missed with all his PPCs and stuff, but the Archer scored 2 medium laser hits on my Stinger. My Stinger and Wasp fired back. I think we got some medium laser hits on him. My 2 archers were able to fire 80 LRMs. One of the archers hit with his 2 LRM 20s and did like lots of damage and stuff like that, but the other archer missed completely. So still doing indirect fire and trying to whittle him down. I was hoping to get a crit or something like that, but I just hitting armor right now. And so his mechs are closing in on the dropship, as you can see, and I'm trying to do what I can. He even fired with the catapults. We're either trying to hope that, you can see the catapult closing in over there. We're just going to hope that we can burn through his ammo or whatever. And take a look at that. 2 20-ton mechs taking on 2 heavies and 2 assaults. Anyway, that was round 2. Lots of firing, a little bit of damage on both sides, but nothing conclusive. Okay, this is turn 3. You can see there we're keeping the little thing beside the dropship. It's turn 3. My archers were firing indirectly again at the at that Goliath, being spotted by the dropship, and I hit the Goliath again. But the thing is just an assault mech, wearing down armor and stuff. But that Goliath is just taking it, no problem whatsoever. What I didn't notice was that his Awesome was in range and line of sight of one of my archers. And luckily, just like last game, his Awesome missed with everything again. It's fired like 6 times now and missed with everything, because it fired 3 times at the Wasp and stuff. Something's wrong with that Awesome pilot. I'm guessing we must be bribing him. And then he was firing at the, what do you call it, old mech there? That's the Stinger. The Stinger was taking shots and stuff, but none of my mechs got hit, luckily. And I am holding them back, so it's turn 3, and we're still having the big fight. And remember, that dropship takes off at the end of turn 10. So turn 3, where we are stalling them. The Wasp and Stinger are doing not too bad, I think. Anyway, okay, this is turn 4. My 4,000 point lance is still holding
I used to have
what do you call them? The Capellans back a bit. No real big damage happened. The awesome fired and keeps missing. There's some archer on archer action though. One of his archer fired and hit one of my archers, just with 12 LRMs. And over there was a little bit of physical combat, or we attempted physical combat. The catapult and the stinger, and over here the wasp and the wasp and the Goliath are exchanging and stuff. And then I'm still doing indirect with the archers, backed up by the or spotting with the using the dropship. Anyway, so no big damage. Heat's starting to be a problem. My archers don't even fire half their LRMs, and then his mechs are heating up, and that's turn 4. Okay, so this was turn 5. The archers still hold the woods there, still trying to stop the Capellans from getting close. And the Capellans are still in the city here. Some of them are in the city, some are over there. The Capellan, catapult, and archer are over there, kind of coming in from the left. And the stinger jumped right in behind the archer. And yeah, that's kind of what they're doing. The Goliath is now doing direct fire with the archers. The 2 archers and the Goliath are just firing. That Goliath just taking an amazing amount of damage. Amazing amount of damage. And Awesome is also trying to add its power there, but it just can't seem to hit at all. But anyway, so no mechs destroyed. And that was turn 5. So 5 more turns and that dropship is out of there, and then chances are my mechs are just going to retreat. Because 6,000 BV against 4,000 is just wow. Okay, so this is turn 6, as you can see by the dice there. Turn 6. The dropship is still relatively safe. The archers fired everything once again at that Goliath, and I destroyed 2 of its leg actuators, and I destroyed one of its LRM 10s, but it's still coming at me. And one of my archers took an engine hit. He fired one of his archers. Now over there was quite a bit of action and stuff. My stinger, was it my stinger that knocked down your archer? Yeah. Yeah, the stinger kicked the archer. I'm just going toe to toe with these mechs. That stinger there knocked down the archer with a kick, and it's still going strong. But over here, my wasp, which is buried under that tree there, it needed a 4 to kick that Goliath, and I missed. I rolled snake eyes, so it fell down. And so I don't know if it's going to survive now, because it's in between 2 assault mechs. That 20-ton wasp in between 2 assault mechs. But anyway, that's turn 6, and the dropship is still safe. We just need another 4 turns, and it's going on turn 7. Once the turn 10 comes, I'm just withdrawing my force because there's no way I can stop these guys. But we're holding our own here, pretty good. Okay, so this is turn 7, as you can see, the 6 and the 1 for the dice there, of my 4,000 point lance trying to hold back his 6,000 point lance. Very eventful turn. The archers are still trying to hold the line there against his advancing mechs, and he had an awesome and Goliath advancing there. The Goliath took 2 head hits this turn. 2 head hits, and so the pilot went unconscious, and the wasp kicked him and he fell down and took another damage and went further unconscious, I guess. So he's down, he's lost his PPC and one of his LRMs. And over here, his archer fired, and didn't he hit with like all 40 LRMs? Yeah. He hit with all 40 LRMs into the dropship. The stinger back there is still trying to give the catapult some headaches and kicking at his shins and stuff like that, but he does like 4 damage on a kick, so the catapult's just like ignoring him. But hopefully they can't ignore it very long. The wasp is doing awesome because it was the wasp that kind of knocked that Goliath down, and the Goliath has also lost a leg, right? Yes. He's lost a leg, so it's going to be like impossible for him to stand up now as well, because he doesn't get his that -2 bonus to his piloting skill rolls, and he's got major problems now for standing up. So that's how it goes. Turn 7. So we're going on to turn 8. The dropship's still fine, but it's taking a bit of damage, and the archers are still holding. One of the archers has got an engine hit, so he can't even fire both LRMs anymore. In fact, he didn't fire any this turn. He's just trying to get his heat down. anyway, that's how it stands. Okay, this is turn 8. The dropship took some more damage because he fired at it with what you fired at with the catapult and the awesome.
The archer and the awesome.
The archer, that's right. The archer and the awesome fired at the catapult. That finally the awesome can hit. I think he hit with everything that time.
Yeah.
Of course, how can you miss the dropship? If he missed the dropship, they would have started suspecting he's a traitor or something. So the awesome's moved up and it's firing at the dropship, but it might be too little too late because it's just turn 7 and turn 8 now they start to fire at it. And I don't know if he'll be able to take it down, but he's going to try because that is his mission. And he doesn't have weapons powerful enough to do a threshold on it, for those people that know what that is. Doing more damage than the threshold counts are. His Goliath is still alive, even though I've been trying to finish that thing off so I can at least get one kill before I have to withdraw. But and the Stinger's doing what Stingers do. He's still kicking at that catapult. The catapult's ignoring him because I'm doing like a pitiful amount of damage, like just scraping his armor. I tried to make him do piloting skill rolls, but he's doing his piloting skill rolls. But yeah, the two 20-tonners, they're doing what their 20-tonners do, and they're still alive, so that's good. But yeah, it's turn 8. We're going on to turn 9, and the dropship's still looking pretty good. He's not damaged too much. So anyway, where's the dropship's sheet here? Yeah, he's taken some side damage there and stuff like that, but he's still pretty good. Anyway, yeah, that's it so far. So going on turn 9. Okay, so this is turn... Is that turn 8? Yeah, it's turn 8. So we've still got 2 more turns. Holy cow. So this is turn 8. And he just did a thrust damage to me in the aft, which means I'm only a 2-3 now, and I need 3... thrust to take off, I remember from the rules, so if I take 1 more thrust damage, then I can't take off. And my dropship, it's half dead actually. He's firing at everything with the PPCs from the, what do you call it, the awesome, and then the archer and the catapult are firing, and his 3 surviving mechs are firing. The, what do you call it thing, the Goliath is dead. Its pilot was killed. It got the 3rd head hit in there, so it was crushed. It was one of the archers, that silver archer there, the front archer there, fired and got another missile into the cockpit, and that's the end of the Goliath. So the Goliath is dead. It's still salvaged there, but it's dead, and yeah. So one of my archers is starting to pull back, but now we're going on to turn 9, and hopefully the dropship survives here. Okay, so this is the second last turn that just happened. My archers and stingers are still trying to... Oh yeah, I forgot to do his kicks. Yeah, anyway, I'll do his kicks there in a second. We're still trying to hold them off. The dropship actually is taking a lot of damage now. He didn't start attacking to turn 7, and he's almost through, and he's already hit the thrust down. So hopefully he won't take it down this turn, but if he had started around turn 5 instead of turn 7, or even turn 4, he probably would have destroyed the dropship. But yeah, I've got to keep attacking him here and trying to stop him because he's got an awesome, and the catapult and the archer over there, they're just firing LRMs like crazy at the dropship, and so is that awesome. The awesome is now hitting with everything every time, so it's funny. He couldn't hit a mech, but he can hit a dropship, of course. And then the wasp and the stinger are trying to stop him, and then one of my archers has an engine hit, so we can only fire 1 LRM 20 at a time. They're concentrating on that other archer over there, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, just got to survive this round, then that dropship takes off. Okay, so the dropship took off. It left. It had a lot of damage to it. If he had another turn of firing, take a look at that. If he had 1 more turn of firing, he probably would have went right through the side, or even the aft was looking pretty bad. And as it was, that's a lot of damage. Another turn of firing, he might have had it, but it took off. So mission successful, and now I guess I'm just going to do a fighting withdrawal, and we'll see how that goes. He's all the mechs are still operational. My 2 20-tonners are still going. His Goliath is dead from head destruction, but yeah, it's looking not too bad. My one of my archers has an engine hit, so we can only fire 1 LRM 20 at a time. But maybe I'll just do a fighting withdrawal. But that was turn 10. That was it. And mission successful for the Lyrians, but Lyrians go start to withdraw now. Okay, this is turn number 11. The dropship has taken off, but now I was trying to withdraw, the archers are just walking back, and the Wasp and the Stinger had been running back. But who caught the? What was the Awesome?
Yeah.
The Awesome, just one PPC went right into the back of the Wasp and cored it, blew it to pieces. One shot, one kill. It was just brutal. And his other mechs, they had some little bit of heat problem, but they've been firing at the my mechs there withdrawn, and this is one of the last turns there. So kind of a bit of a not a great thing for my guy. Okay, so this is the last turn there. My guys continue to withdraw. My Stinger just ran like mad after watching that Wasp blow up with one shot to the back. And my archers kept walking back, and that's the end right now. His mechs had to cool down a little bit, and so they're back there still. So in the end, the dropship safely took off, but had a thrust damage and lots of damage to the armor. They lost a mech, they lost that Goliath, but it can be salvaged, but the pilot's dead, and I lost the Wasp. And so we each lost a mech, but the dropship took off, and yeah, that's it. I'd say the only mistake there was that you got bogged down, and it wasn't until turn 7 that you were engaging. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd definitely say that was the biggest problem. Most of the target priority should have been firing on the archers, and then as soon as I was in range, focused on the dropship.
Yeah, and don't slow down for the 20-tonners.
Yeah.
The 20-tonners did their job. It's too bad that that Wasp didn't survive, but yeah, it was a very, very good battle.